Hey, Russell Leeds here, and on this week's video we're going to be talking about how to make sure that your business has got a good profit margin. So one of the things that I look for when I'm starting a new business, looking at a business opportunity, or advising one of my students when they bring an opportunity to me is, what's the profit margin like? It's one thing having a really good turnover, but turnover is irrelevant if the profit margin is not there. There's a very famous saying you've probably heard. They say turnover is vanity, profit is sanity. It's all about how much profit you can make. It doesn't matter how much turnover you're making. If you're not bringing in cash, if you're not making profit, then it's completely irrelevant. So how do you kind of work it out? Well, one of the things that entrepreneurs make a mistake on is they don't factor in their own time. They think it's all profit. They're not think about paying themselves. They'll look at a job and say, well, that was all profit, but it wasn't, because you had to do the work. So it wasn't really profit. So what you've got to think is, how much profit would I make if I was paying someone else to do the job? See, that's where a lot of people make the mistake. There's no profit once they've actually paid someone to do the job. And the problem with that is it means you can't scale your business. Or there's very, very little profit, and it means that the second that you start charging VAT and you get to the VAT threshold, suddenly you can't afford to. So you've either got to put your prices up, which risks maybe losing your customers, or try and stay under the VAT threshold. And the worst thing in the world is where you're trying to not make more money. I mean, as a business owner, it's crazy, but I know a lot of business people who are deliberately trying to hover under the VAT threshold. Why? Because there's not enough profit margin in their business. So don't forget to pay yourself. Don't forget that your time, you work out how much would you have to pay someone else to do that job. And then anything on top of that is really your profit, because the rest is just kind of like your salary. So when you're looking at starting a new business, make sure you factor in all the costs. How much costs are you going to have that's an overhead, so office and all that sort of stuff, and what your overhead's going to be. But what are the direct costs involved with making a sale? You know, I don't know what it's going to be, because it depends on your business, but what are the direct costs, including paying someone to do the job that's not yourself, and how much profit is left, and is it worth it? Is it a profitable business? So many businesses, there's just no profit, which is why there's certain industries where you don't have a national chain, is because there's not enough profit in there. So if you want to grow your business, if you want to get other people on, if you want to systemize it so you're becoming financially free and creating a passive income, so important that you know your numbers and you know what your profit margin is going to be on your products. I hope you found that video useful. Please do not forget to subscribe, and I'll be back next week for more entrepreneurial tips. Thanks ever so much.